Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and sports fans of all ages, broadcasting live from the heart of the Duke City, it's time for a great afternoon of sports entertainment talk. Get ready for in-depth discussions on everything from the court to the field, mixed with the business and culture that orbit the sports world. Whether it's the latest blockbuster trade or the societal impact of sports. 2 Men On, with your hosts, Van Nunley and Fred Slow, with producer Isaiah Johnson on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sport.
Mike's hot.
It's Wednesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? Well, that means the sports animal audible of the day is Connect, boys. The sports animal audible of the day is Connect.
Spell it how you want.
Reach out to the morning show in the morning, the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, and give them the sports animal audible. The word is Connect.
Connect.
However you want to spell it. Because last night the white Caitlin Clark went off. He went off against the whoever the Lakers were playing.
He is an absolute dude. The NBA messed up letting him drop all the way down to the Lakers. Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and now you got a sharpshooter in the corner for pennies on the dollar on a rookie contract.
Don't forget Austin Reeves, his long-lost brother.
After last night, I forgot about Austin Reeves because it's all about Dalton Connect from here on out the rest of the season. He's leading three-point percentage in the NBA by 15 points.
All right, I'm trying to look here. They barely won.
Yeah, he's shooting 69%
Nice.
over the last. Yeah, I thought of you guys when I heard that stat.
Nice.
But yeah, the past like month or something, he's shooting 69%.
All right, I'm looking at some numbers here. Erupts for historic shooting night. Oh, he didn't even break a record. What is so special about this?
He tied a record.
Whatever.
That's still a big deal, tying a record.
Yeah, lots of people tie records.
Whom? Name 7.
They're all political.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were all political where I was going. So he had 18 points in a row?
Yes, he is a dude.
Yes, in the third quarter, he came out, and the game, it was...
He came out?
Oh, yeah, he came off the bench.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay.
And LeBron was on the bench, and AD was on the bench, which is what's such a big deal about that for Lakers fans like myself. Because if LeBron and AD can sit down and D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, and Dalton Connect can find this type of balance, then the Lakers now can rest their older guys, and Dalton Connect can take over. And this isn't a one-game fluke. He just shot more. But like Van said earlier, his percentage is off the chart.
Well, I know why this happened. Because the other day someone said LeBron James was wrong about him. So he made sure that the ball went to old Dalton Connect, or as he calls him, DK.
Well, he just kept making three-pointers. He was 9 of 11 at one point. Never forget. And he had a chance to break the rookie record and clanked his last one. But that's still insane.
He had one shot.
9 of 11.
One opportunity.
Matt.
Where's this cat from? Fargo? They didn't hoop in Fargo?
We had this convo a while ago.
Yes, they do.
Oh, my God. If I forgot every conversation we had about a guy that you yell shooter at when he walks out the gym, there would be a lot of conversations I've forgotten.
Well, you know, the beauty in remembering this conversation is that when I brought this guy up, neither one of you took this strong oppo position, and you guys both kind of co-signed it.
Well, we like white guys. We're white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, white guys in sports is our thing.
Yeah, it's no weird coincidence why Cooper Rush is my favorite football player. Because I see him when I look in the mirror.
Correct, yeah. Also, TV loves white athletes. That's like TV's favorite thing.
Duh.
Put it on.
Exciting whites.
Yes. Remember Exciting Whites?
Yeah, that was only a week ago.
So I grew up playing a lot of ball.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in a city of only 2 cultures. One was mine, one was Isaiah's. That was it. There were no other people where I grew up.
I mean, some migrant farmers, but
no.
Okay. Well, where'd your corn come from?
combines.
What do you get in the 40?
Acres. Got 40 acres. This is one of those. Utah looked at this cat. It didn't even come out. Like, I'm watching the highlights of all the threes. There's no one around this dude. Like, am I confused?
You're confused because the third quarter, almost every single one was contested.
Oh, not on this little highlight reel I'm watching, but maybe they are skipping the third quarter.
Well, there's a lot of straight when you shoot 9 of 12 from 3. It's not about, like, you made a really good point that, like, hey, you got a player on the field. You could rest LeBron and AD at the same time, and they could come in with the number one group. He should be in the number one group.
Yeah, he is.
Nobody's shooting, well, because Hashimura's hurt, but, like, he's made his case
He didn't even
that
play.
he has to be a starter. He has to be your number one
starting
shooting
don't
guard.
Matter. Starting don't matter in basketball.
Well, he needs starters minutes.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah. If he's shooting over 60% from three, you ride him till the wheels fall off. This is
oh my God.
This is a legendary shooter right here.
I am the best basketball coach of all time. I'm gonna tell you what you do. You
Okay.
keep your regular lineup. You bring him in as your sixth guy. He's your sixth guy. When you start hitting like a load management deal or whatever, like, and somebody gets a night off, you start him that night, and then you bring in a different guy for your sixth guy. He's never your everyday guy until you're, like, load managing a guy. Then he can play that one time. Like,
hard disagree, because if he's your number one option off the bench, the team is going to, like, game plan for him instead of these open threes, because people on LeBron and AD, and he's got these great looks. They're going to double him up.
So the good thing about last night, though, and this is the important part, is you get Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell both out there, but they're good playmakers. So if you look at the shots, he's taking good shots. Now, there are shots that you only take if you're a good shooter. They're contested. They're in the same spot. And J.J. Redick is running the same motion for him, and they just didn't defend it very well. But he's going to be in there with two guys that know how to get him looks. And of course, LeBron does when he's out there. So there's never a moment. If the team is worried about him and game planning for him, that's exactly what the Lakers would love, is another person for teams to have to game plan for, because then you can run plays off of that.
all right, so you guys are saying these are good notes, Isaiah. You guys are saying he started 3 games in a row. All right, I got his numbers. Are you ready? 26 per. 26 per. That's minutes, points, not minutes. I'm sorry. 5 rebounds. He don't get no assist. He does have a steal. So he's doing that in 33 and a half minutes. I'm in on that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
33 minutes. And you don't pull him out every time you put him in. Like, he's a guy that can do this. He doesn't, unless he's also one of those weird, like, in the head dudes who has to start or he can't get into the flow of the game.
Yeah.
And if that's true, trade him now while he's hot.
No, remember, I know we said we forgot the first convo, but that was one of the first notes I made about him and how I knew he'd be good. It was because during all the Bronny hype, he came in with Bronny, and Bronny's getting more hype than him. Number one, he never cared about that. Like, he just, every single interview, he's like, I'm just here to hoop. Like, it was to the point where it was like a fighter getting ready for a fight and doesn't go into detail. He's like, I'm just here to hoop. I just want to play basketball. So I think in his mind, he's just playing basketball. And before this game, he had a very good game, like you just said, 26 per the past 3. Before this one, I heard the announcer say something that made a lot of sense. And he's like, you get a guy like Connect, if he's confident and he starts hitting his shots, then he might as well be in college. Like, it's going to start feeling and looking like college basketball to him, because he's going to get in that zone. And I think that's what we've seen. For guaranteed 20 points at some point within the next year or two, he'll be averaging.
He's averaging it right now. I'm looking right at it.
Feed him.
For a season.
20 points in an NBA where every game there's 120 points. It's not that big of a deal.
For a rookie,
yeah,
it is. That's a big deal for a rookie.
He's shooting over 50% from 3 his last 3, over 60% for the season. These are insane numbers. You have to make him continue to shoot 3-pointers. If he's shooting more than 40% 3-pointers, statistics say he has to keep shooting.
And here's the sweet part. His coach is one of the best to ever do exactly what the Lakers need him to do.
Yes.
You don't need you to
be white.
It was part of it.
No, a 3-and-D. Like, we talked about this the day he got drafted. Like, he's just like the 3-and-D prototype. He's the next generation of JJ Redick,
We love it, and he's got a little
but
bit
taller and wider. He's from Fargo. Oh, that must be your friend in the wood chipper there, no?
I think he's got more hoop. He's got more like playground hooper in him than JJ did, which could also go into being more modern. He has a chance to be the second rookie ever to win Sixth Man of the Year, following behind Ben Gordon in 2004.
Can't win 6-man if he's starting.
Coward JJ Redick is not going to start him over Rui.
You have
Yeah,
to.
just for defensive purposes. What he'll do is he'll mix it up. If Reeves or D'Angelo Russell, I mean, they both start. Russell's really, really quick. He's really close to getting pulled from the starting lineup. But he did have 5 of his 7 assists were to connect yesterday. I believe actually all 5 of those threes are from Russell, or at least 5 of his assists were to connect. So if he can find a little rhythm with Dalton,
Here's why he's cooked. He don't know how to do anything with the ball except for shoot. And the NBA has seen that now. They had 3 games to look at him. They saw it. He's averaging literally no assist a game.
That's all you need to do in this NBA.
Nah.
Let me
He don't slash
introduce you
well
to my
enough.
friend
He's
Steph
just
Curry.
he's a pop and shy. He's going to miss 4 in a row. It's going to get in his head. He's going to go ice cold. You'll never be able to trust him again.
he caught an oop last night. It was Reeves to Dalton connect oop. That's like Van throwing you an oop, Fred.
I wouldn't even be on the court.
Well, if you were, you'd be.
No, I'm not going to run. And I'm not going to run the court. Like I'm coaching. I'm JJ. I just talked about this. I got
Dalton connect. He'll catch a bye. He'll go up there and dunk on somebody.
He's 6'6". You don't even have to jump.
He'll dunk on somebody. He's done it. I know it was in college, but that's maybe at this point the only thing we've seen him do in college that we have not seen yet in the NBA is him catch a poster.
He's like half an inch taller than Fred and athletic. Could you imagine? Imagine Fred with an athletic bone in his body.
37, 5, and 0. Tell you this, I could have got an assist.
Don't need it when you're draining threes at the rate he's doing it.
9 for 12 from the 3.
That's insane.
It's only insane is the rest of the team was 5 of 19, so they were like, let him keep shooting.
9 of 12, like Steph Curry, like said, "Hey, send me his tape. I want to watch his form.
What do you mean?
I could be a better basketball player." By the way, Connect 4, sweet nickname.
It's a good nickname.
I mean, obviously 4 is his jersey number. Good job, Lakers. You won there. But let's take it to the next level on nicknames. Westside Connect. That is sweet. I like that. I like that just as much, if not more, than Connect 4.
He should do something with maybe Crypto Arena, almost at Staples. Do something with them or some type of charity where every time he gets a 4-point play, it's like a massive amount of money gets donated somewhere. If his name is if he leaned into the Connect 4,
He has to.
Connect 4 gets a 4-point play. I mean, that's just like a.
And every
Yeah.
fan in attendance with the ticket gets a $4 foot long from the subway or something like.
Yeah.
I like that. They got to do something because he's living up to it. So they better cash in on this as much as they can, and they'll pay him. It's another thing about the Lakers; they'll figure out a way to pay their players. So if he's playing well, I think he'll be in LA for.
Well, they're about to have a bunch of LeBron James freed up money. He ain't playing past 40.
Well, they better re-up that number 4 jersey in their team store because they're about to sell out all of them.
Who has the most threes in a game for a rookie?
for a rookie.
Dalton Connect and
Yeah,
someone else.
Yeah, he just tied it.
Keontae George, Yogi Ferrell, Rodrigue,
I remember
the boys. Oh, yeah. Hey, this guy's an elite company, y'all. We should react like this. Cool. Rodrigo Bubois. That's like 2K10. I have no clue who that is.
What is it, Boubois?
Hey, Rodrigo, shoot a 3. Okay. Also cool for Lakers that they finally got to see what like a Klay Thompson heat up looks like. Like this was a cool moment for the Lakers to be like, oh, we got one. We got a dude who can shoot it.
Yeah, it's I can't think of anybody that was a sharpshooter. I know in 2020 we had a very solid team. The closest was like a Danny Green.
It's one more 3 in a game than Anthony Edwards, more than one than Trey Young, more than one than Lauri Markkanen, D'Angelo Russell,
Hey,
Brandon Jennings,
Do me a favor.
Jason Kidd.
Pull up those games, and if those guys had at least 2 assists, they're more of a contributor than Dalton Kincaid.
Keontae George 6, Yogi Ferrell 5, Rodrigue Diablo 3.
Also, I want to know what point in the season those games are in. They probably had more minutes leading up.
100%.
And they probably were, in more of a flow rather than connect just.
Yeah. Jalen Green hit 8 in October. Dalton Connect
Jalen
9
Green, that
in
dude's
November.
a stud.
Dalton Connect 9 in November, and everyone else was in the following year. So they had like all their minute restrictions lifted, blah, blah, blah.
What's the record for a season? Does Steph Curry have it? I'm sure he does.
He has like the top 10. They're all him.
Right. Or like rookie threes in the season.
Or just 3s in a season?
Yeah, it's 100% Steph. Yeah, it's definitely top 3. Next person had to be what, Ray Allen?
Reggie, maybe?
All time or in a season?
In a season.
Yeah,
All right, here we
they're
go.
all Steph.
It was last year. It was a cat 2 years ago. A cat named Keegan Murray has the rookie record. I don't know who that is.
He could play for the Spurs, huh?
All right, here. All right, so I got it here. Caitlin Clark holds the record for the most 3-pointers made in a season with 201.
Naturally.
So
Yeah, because Keegan
Steph
was
Curry.
206. Let's see how many Dalton has so far.
Steph Curry 402 in 2015-2016. He's done it 8 times. He owns the top 8 records.
Watch your back.
Yourself.
Dalton Connect's coming for you.
All right, here we go. He doesn't have the top 8. So he has 402. That's the top. Number 2 is a cat named James Harden,
Just moved into number 2 of all time.
who also has a single season. He did that in 2018-19. Steph Curry. Klay Thompson, 301. James Harden, 299. Paul George, 292. Oh, hey, here's one, Van. You never would have got this. Wrapping out the top 10. You just said Luka. You just said Reggie. You just said Dame. You just said any of those guys. Are you ready for wrapping out the top 10?
Peja Stojakovic.
Buddy Hield.
Oh, he's a dude. I would have got there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, this is a super fun night for anyone who bought that number 4 jersey, because you can wear that thing proudly today. And a lot more people bought that jersey today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Steph was also number 11, number 12, 16, 19, and 20.
Very good. Yeah. First of all, you have to play a full season. Well, I'm in on the overhype, but I mean, other individuals who have done this, they're not the business.
I mean, this shouldn't be a secret. He did this in college.
Where'd he go to college?
His last year was in Tennessee. I forget where he was. He's at some weird colleges before that.
Trying to catch LeBron, lying again. But there is an interview where last year he's like, we watched a Purdue game for Zach Edey, and we watched a Tennessee for that Connect kid. And this is before the draft.
Yeah, LeBron James put out all these news stories after he made the Lakers make this kid look like a big deal. So LeBron looks like the smartest guy in the room again. That's LeBron's deal. He does this kind of stuff all the time. All the time, LeBron is like, he'll just hear like a whisper of someone being like, you don't know what you're talking about. He's like, immediately let me prove you wrong. Like,
How's that going with Bronny?
Stud. I don't know if you've seen LeBron James, his numbers. Junior. Also, I have no idea what they are.
Like he's 2 for 9 last.
I know what his numbers on the road are.
What is that?
Non-existent.
Oh, he doesn't play on the road.
Because they don't let him leave Los Angeles.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. His dad grounded him to Los Angeles.
All right, so this article here from the Sporting News, which is incredibly biased because it's based out of St. Louis and they don't really understand basketball, says that Bronny is struggling a little bit. 5 points a game, 2.5 rebound, 3 assists. So he's got Kincaid blown out of the water in that.
Oh, wow. So basically, his exact USC numbers.
So I suck at this type of math. There's some math I'm good at. So Connect's got 32 threes in the first 14 games.
Okay.
The rookie record is 206. So I wonder, I got to figure out if he's even in a close pace.
Yeah. Well, here's how you do it.
Yeah.
How many games in a row do you think he's going to hit 9 or 10 threes?
Well,
Like-
9 or 10, I don't expect. I'll book him for.
He's on pace for 188 at this point.
He's on. Okay, see that's. And that's just
It's in the mix.
the whole season. So if he keeps at this higher pace rate, he could be.
Now that he's getting more minutes, yeah, sure.
Yeah, he could be up there.
Yeah. Or what is going to actually happen is teams are going to put a hand in his face the exact way that Shane Battier used to put his hand in Kobe's face,
Mm.
and it's going to be over. That's the
Well,
deal.
I hope so. Then Austin Reeves is going to turn into the November 20th Dalton Connect.
Bronny shooting 21.1% from the field.
The field, not 3. The field.
Well, he don't go to the
From
hoop.
3, he's shooting a nice round 0%.
Well, he don't take them. He's a facilitator.
He's taken 6 of them and missed all of them.
He don't run the grill. He makes sides, so he's worried about dishes. Okay. So
okay.
yeah, he's out there.
It's all about them fixins.
Yeah, he's about fixing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not
All them sauces.
he ain't the
and
main course
sides.
yet. You know what I mean? Like he's not there. He's not an entree. He's not turkey at Thanksgiving.
He ain't shooting trays.
By the way,
He
Izzy
ain't making
Rivera
'em.
is joining us next Tuesday. Put it on your calendar. He owns the shop, and he's going to talk to us about. We do this every year. Most banger of Thanksgiving
Mhm.
sides.
Yeah.
Like we do it every year, so we're going to do it with special celebrity chef Izzy Rivera.
When
So
does
we're
his
super excited.
Thanksgiving recipe book come out? I've been looking forward to that.
His?
Mhm.
We'll find out on Tuesday when he joins us.
Excellent.
It's 2 Men On, live from the Horn YMCA. Come down and see us. If you tell the front desk that you hate or love Van, you get 1 month free membership. How lucky.
True story.
It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report brought.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. I'm Fred Slow. Van Nunley is here with me. Where are we? Horn YMCA. We are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Bunch of kiddos just came in. Got a cool after-school program here at the Y where your kids can come hang. You know, I got the day job, Van, where I work for the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico. Do a bunch of fundraising, do a bunch of really neat stuff. I sat down today with a board member, no names to be dropped, of Carrie Tingley. And we were talking
But you
about
said no names.
no, that's the
Leave
name of the
Carrie out of
I
this.
left the board member's name out.
Oh.
Okay. Carrie Tingley, who's by the way on the comeback. Don't know if people know. But get ready to see a very fun mashup where you and I, Van, Carrie Tingley, and the Boys and Girls Club are going to put together a little banger of an event. We've been saying this for a lot of years, and I'm breaking this to you right now on air. A thing that I found success with in St. Louis, and I've tried to bring here for years, and we haven't been able to.
Okay.
It's going to happen in 2025.
Right.
Backyard Olympics.
That exists. It's just not public.
Public version of Backyard Olympics.
See, that I'm into.
Yes.
Let's bring it to the streets.
We're bringing it to the streets.
out of the backyard
Out of the backyard.
into the streets.
Correct.
Not in the middle of the street. That's
Nope.
very dangerous.
No, and you and I are going to be the face of it because it deserves the effort we will give it. And we're very excited. And I'm going to smoke Isaiah and Can Jam.
I'm not saying that I'm undefeated for my entire life.
Yeah.
At Backyard Olympics, because that would be braggadocious and
No.
boasting.
Correct.
And
Which you
I'm
wouldn't.
I'm like a super humble,
yeah.
just like a regular guy like you
Mhm.
out there.
Yeah. Same.
Who all you people out there who's not as good as me
Mm-mm.
at the Backyard Olympics. But I'm undefeated in the backyard.
Yeah.
I've never not medaled.
I'm excited for us to go head to head
I'm basically Michael Phelps.
of
Yeah.
being in the weeds.
Mhm.
Weed.
Bags,
Being-
I'm pretty dominant in bags. I'm pretty dominant there.
So it's called cornhole here. This is how
Cornhole.
dated you are.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
the got the Midwest in them still.
Yeah, cornhole. I just everything's
Yeah.
corn.
How's your hillbilly golf?
hillbilly golf?
Interesting.
Um,
Going to be a learning curve there.
Yeah.
You know,
That sounded like a question mark,
Yeah,
not an exclamation
Hmm.
point.
Like you thought I might have made it up.
in cornhole. Are you allowed to shoot it like a basketball? That's what I do. And
Follow
it
your
seems-
heart is what you're allowed to do.
Sure.
it
Now-
works much better for me.
Now, I was the victor of the last Pro-Am here in town with Duke City Cornhole. Victorious over Van. I put Van into his place, stomped him, really.
Well, I mean, your partner was victorious over my partner. Like I crushed you. Like
It's not accurate at all.
I carried a professional cornhole
You-
player.
you know-
is what I did.
You were in the mix.
My back hurts to this day from carrying them.
Does your back also hurt from lies?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't
Win cornhole tournaments.
lie.
We're going to incorporate
How
pickle.
about washers?
Yeah, what about
Isaiah?
washers?
What about your
Can
washers
you
game?
throw washers.
Whether it's on ground or on board.
It should be on board. Also, PVC Center missed me with the all wood.
Okay, interesting.
Not familiar with the washers.
Yeah, no.
No?
Okay.
How about ladders? You do
Yeah,
ladder?
You do ladders?
About ladders?
What about a horseshoes?
I was like practicing the footwork, like
3, 2, 1 ladders? No.
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 training.
All right.
footwork,
Hey, Van, let's do
Okay,
this. Let's
so
talk
that
about.
doesn't sound like Isaiah's going to even qualify for the backyard
We
Olympics.
could put him in
place.
the JV categories. You know, like,
Sure.
all right, Isaiah, how's your flip cup?
I'm pretty good at that.
It's JV.
Mhm.
So that's the thing he would say. He's
Uh-huh.
going to compete well there.
How about the Tour de Franzia?
Yeah. Can you do the Tour de Franzia?
What about the Tour de Franzia? Can you do that one?
Like riding a bike.
Well, not a bike, a Hot Wheels tricycle.
Yeah, but with a with a box, or you can remove
Yeah.
the bag from the box, creating a space bag.
Well,
of
100% use
wines.
space bag. No one eats
No one
boxes.
does the box.
Come on,
it's
it's
just
space
it's a
bag or-
space bag.
Space bag or GTFO.
How's your Louisville chugger? You any good at Louisville chugging?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big chugger.
Oh,
Well,
okay. You think
Drink
you're going to be
fast.
you even think you're going to
Yeah.
medal?
Easy with
I
the hard
think-
R's too, by the way.
Yeah.
I drink fast, but I don't chug.
It's not called Louisville Drink Fast. It's called Louisville
No.
Chugger.
Or should we just like go old school to one of the greats? How's your horseshoe game?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Are you front hand, backhand? Like
Yeah.
what's your
Oh, what kind of
you do-
rotation you
you do a
doing?
lot of arc?
Yeah,
a lot
going-
of arc.
you
or
going
just go
around the
right at
world?
it?
You going
throwing-
under?
You throwing heaters?
Yeah, what's the deal?
You tossing
Medium
P
arc.
missiles?
Medium arc forward.
Classic. All right,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That's going to hurt your wrist with time.
Mm.
Like, I'm not saying it's a bad approach, but that's not the one.
Are you a devil horn spread or are
Yeah.
you a full wrist wrap?
That's a great question.
Yeah, are you a finger wrapper or are you a horn?
I got my finger wrapper. That's where I
Okay.
add the English.
Now, are you standing stall like you're at the urinal, or are you taking foot forward like you're trying to push in a grocery cart?
Pushing the grocery cart.
Okay.
Helps my balance.
Now, you grew up in Illinois, so I'm going to hit you with one that you should immediately respond to. How's your bocce ball?
Bocce ball.
See, okay.
Oh,
yeah, you're
you're-
done
you're
for,
lost,
dude.
dude.
You're
You're
not
lost.
going to do well.
You won't even qualify.
Like, what are you doing?
You're not going to have enough cumulative points to make it
Well,
to the
and that's
next
the thing,
round
too. 'cause
robin.
We'll do individuals, and then we'll also do teams.
like- This looks like croquet.
There's no
Okay, there's
mallet.
There's no mallet at all. Also, there's no queen painting the roses red.
Yeah.
What are you even talking about?
Off with their heads. It sucks that you thought, I mean, there's a lot going on in Backyard Olympics. That's the point we're trying to get to here.
Yeah. I didn't know 95%. But I'm down to learn.
Isaiah's like, you mean we don't just have to
Mhm.
hit a free throw?
Yeah,
Like it's not. It's,
a little dated. I think it's not in the pop culture anymore. But lawn darts,
yeah, lawn darts have been revoked. Cannot.
too many people died last
Not
tournament.
safe.
Yeah.
You played that blast ball stuff?
Okay, now you got me for one.
It's like
What's
a
a
little
blast
it's like a
ball?
little trampoline in the middle.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's called blast ball.
I think so.
Huh.
It's not for me.
I've done that the once. That's new. Like this is
It's
a new.
newer.
This is a new hybrid.
When I was no names on this show. So you remember that hippie chick I used to date all the time that did the slacklining?
Yeah, Carrie Tingley.
That's not her name.
Yeah.
And so she was really into it. So that's how I got to play with,
Okay.
with the weird hippie who did the slacklining.
All right, that checks out.
You know what else she did?
Mm.
Which we could incorporate because we have a good friend of the show, axe throwing.
Ooh, okay. Now we're talking more like medieval games.
Yeah.
Like Renaissance. fair.
Renaissance, like frontier days. Like not compound, but recurved bow and arrow.
I mean, if we're doing throwing of any sharp object, we're doing knife throwing at a severed stump that we grotesquely spray painted to look like a dartboard. Like, if anything, there's that.
What is the one I'm thinking of where it's like shooting stars and ninjas throw 'em? Shooting stars? Is that what they're called?
Like throwing stars?
Throwing stars. That is
Sure.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but I have concern I would cut myself because I feel like they're only razor blades, but I don't. I would feel like Bush's second album.
Well, free plug to OG friend of the show, ABQ Axe.
Yeah,
they
studs.
have throwing stars there. You can throw ninja stars.
You should go over to ABQ Axe.
Mm-hmm.
For also great stocking stuffer is that time of year.
Yeah.
Go get a gift card and then give that to someone. But part of it for the Christmas gift, this is like an office gift. This is like a stocking stuffer. This is like a whatever. But part of it is it's hey, ABQ Axe 1 hour
Mhm.
ellipses with me.
Ooh.
Whoever you give that gift to.
Hard pass. Can I take somebody else?
They had that curling on the ground too. What was that called?
Oh yeah.
On the wheels.
Street curling.
Street curling.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was legit.
Dang, we could do that anywhere.
Yeah. How do you think it would be 3 or 4 the number of pitches it would take for me to strike Isaiah out in wiffle ball?
Can you strike him out in 2? Is there a 2-strike play? Because I would guess that one.
Okay, that's a good point. I don't think he's ever got the bat off his shoulder.
Hmm.
Isaiah, have you ever hit?
Just looking for a walk.
Yeah. Isaiah, have you ever put a ball in play?
That was thrown from somebody else? No.
Pitched.
So you haven't got a hit since T-ball.
The batting cages.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's like
Sweet.
similar energy.
Yeah.
I hit one straight ahead. Yeah, the batting cages. But I mean, it took me many times of getting to that point as an angry kid where you're ready to cry because you're so mad and you're just staring at the machine, like taking it
Sure.
personal.
That's how I am.
finally hit one.
It's the hardest thing to do in all of sports.
I agree.
Yeah, and also there was metal bats, and like I
Aluminum.
said before, aluminum. I was new to it, so when I hit the ball, it hurt my hands really bad. I was like, this isn't worth it.
Well, not on the sweet spot.
Yeah. Why are you hitting it in a weird way?
Not where I hit
Yeah,
it.
why are you hitting on the neck? You You got to hit on the bulbous part.
Well, I hit it. It hurt.
Some people call it the sweet spot. I always say bulbous.
The bulbous part.
The bulbous.
Mhm. It is round at that part.
I was trying to come up with an adjective that I thought Isaiah would be into.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever I saw his reaction to bulbous, I saw that might not be the one he was into.
The thickest part of the shaft is where you want to hit it.
Now, nice.
Yeah.
Now, Isaiah, what we will allow you to do for Backyard Olympics, which you're now a part of officially, we will let you set up,
If he qualifies.
if you qualify.
Yeah.
We will let you set up like one. I'm going to let you pick Madden, but I think it should be Mario Kart Station.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
that didn't take too long.
that's what I'm saying. Well, not if you do it the right way and play
Oh, yeah.
3-minute quarters, but if you were to set up a Mario Kart / exhibition of Livation, I feel like that would be a good feature that I've not seen at Backyard Olympics before.
I mean, basically Tour de Franzia with balloons and BB guns.
That's how I lost
Is that
this
what you're
tooth.
talking about?
That's how I lost this tooth that Scott Isham had to replace over at Isham Dental. Today's Sports Animal Audible is Connect. Reach out to the opening drive tomorrow with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Give them that, and they will go into the prize closet for you. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On. We are at the Horn YMCA. And we're having a lot of fun with this one. Tyreek Hill only needs to receive 0.5 receiving yards for the projection to hit. If you're connected on at least one more stat projection, you can win real cash. That's right. Prize Picks, 1 yard, 1 win for Tyreek Hill on Thanksgiving, available November 21st. That's a good one, Van.
That's a good one. Tyreek Hill, he's going to get a yard.
He's going to get 1 yard.
He's going to get 1 yard and 1 catch. 1 yard, 1 catch for 1 yard for 1 first down.
And 1 win.
Because it's 4th and 0. So he gets the first down.
I got our Prize Picks up right here. Promo code KNML. You play $5. You then get a $50 credit after you play. That is a cool thing. Isaiah, do you have your Prize Picks up, or do you just want to give advice?
I'm getting it up right now.
Okay. So the kind of encouraging one they're giving you here, and it's being played by a lot, is Steph Curry versus Atlanta.
Yeah.
21.5.
I think that's a gimme.
I think take the more.
That's a free goblin. They turned a goblin into a regular pick. 26 down to 21.5. Hit that one. Smash that one.
Giannis for 32. I'm going to say take the less.
Ooh, he's been up and down.
He's only been down.
Had a few 50-point games this season.
I mean, it's versus Chicago. They're traditionally that little rivalry they have. Those teams, they try against each other. So you think he's going to go for more than 32? Because that seems like so many points to me, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I would pass on that one. Anytime that your heart's really not in it, like, don't root against yourself. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I'm taking the less. I don't think he'll do it. Like, I don't look at him and go, that's a dude that's going to put in 32 tonight. I also don't think SGA is going to put in 31 against Portland. What are your thoughts? He's been right around 30 for games.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. He goes off like every other game. His average is just right exactly on that point too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would skip out on that one.
Is it because you think Portland can play?
Oh, that would never be the reason.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So you think the more.
If I had to pick one for him, I would say more. Yeah.
He's got a goblin at 34.5. That seems high, though. I'm going to play the less. I just don't think it's a thing tonight. It's hard to score 30 points in the NBA unless you're Dalton Connect.
Yeah, or Victor Wembanyama.
Jalen Brunson at 27. What do you think? He's playing Phoenix.
I like Jalen Brunson's rebounds and assists. Where'd that one go?
No, I'm just going against guys tonight. I got that energy on me.
Okay.
I think Devin Booker is not going to score 28.5. Give me the less.
If you're doing mores,
I'm doing lesses.
I like anything Joel Embiid tonight.
Oh,
all that bad press that he's gotten, he's going to absolutely go off tonight.
You think he's going to go off? God, Franz Wagner has been dialed in. There's like some real talent out there. All right, so give me your Joel one. What is it?
I like the more rebounds and assists or more points, rebounds and assists or more points. I think he's going to be pissed after he's been dragged through the mud in the media the last 2 days, and he's going to emerge and be like, hey, you remember who I am? You guys forgot. This is who I actually am.
I'll give him the old Pete Weber. Isaiah, do you get that one? That's a good one. All right.
Who do you think you are? I am.
The Green Goblin on him is 19.5. 24 is his points. You think more?
I think more than the regular number.
All right. I'm going for it. I got one down. If you're down, playing Prize Picks tonight. Joel Embiid needs to play one more game to start qualifying for the season stuff. And if he does, I'm currently hitting on a 6-pack for season points.
Yo.
Yeah, pretty big deal. Because Trae Young, SGA, Luka are all far underneath their projections. And Giannis is, Giannis has got me in trouble. But the rest of them, I'm good.
Yeah, I think SGA might end up eclipsing that before the season's
We don't
over.
know. We don't know.
Bad news.
That's what we know. We know we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the Horn YMCA. We're going to have a fun one for the rest of this one. Beverly McClure is going to join us after the 5 o'clock hour.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm excited to have her in, talk a little bit about making sure your health is right in this holiday season. Got a big weekend of college sports coming up. I know a lot of people just take next week off. I'm one of them mentally.
Sure.
But no, make sure you're taking care of yourself. And then we got a phone on with the holidays as Izzy Rivera joins us next week. He is the owner of the shop. We're going to talk to him about sides van. That's our big thing at the holidays. What
Love it.
sides? Yep,
We
we're
do it
going to do
every
that.
year.
And then we're off at 6:30 tonight, Van. Lady Lobos basketball. Lady Lobos basketball tonight.
Now, please tell me.
Okay.
JJ Buck's on the mic because he's the best in the
He's
biz.
very good at it. There's a lot of talent in this city as it relates to sports broadcasters, play-by-play sports broadcasters.
We're very fortunate.
I'm trying to look up if there's women's college basketball. Oh, there absolutely is. All right, hold on. All right, so UNM. I cannot bet on the Lady, or cannot place a lineup on the Lady Lobos tonight.
That's a bummer.
But I would if I could. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Ooh, Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Van Nunley here with me. We're at the Horn YMCA. Van, tell me what you just said off air on air.
Talking about ladies basketball,
Yeah.
and the phenom Bella Hines committing to LSU.
Bella Hines.
And I just saw the algorithm.
Hines.
You know, the algorithm just like shoves some stuff in your face every once in
Yeah.
a while that you don't ask
Yeah.
for. But this time it was super pleasant, as I saw that Albuquerquean, New Mexican, Bella Hines got signed to Jordan Brand.
Oh, way to go.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that happened last week. I called one of her games years ago when she was at El Dorado. She was that much better than everyone. So good for her on hitting that big moment. I think she was a freshman.
Yeah, she's been balling out this whole time.
Yeah.
She's been head and shoulders ahead of her competition so far. I don't think she's going to really run into some competition until like the upper levels of women's college basketball.
She's over that ABC, is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
That stuff's kind of interesting to me. Because, you know, when I grew up and at the time I was growing up, all those organizations were not with the best interest of kids. You know, and I know it's evolved substantially over time,
Yeah.
but I like that it's at a place now where it can be trusted and that kids are getting opportunity to play at the next level. You and I were at a Super Bowl, I don't remember which one. And the guy that was running that IGM Academy, IGM, is that what it is? The one in Florida?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
IMG.
about. IMG.
Yeah.
So that dude is like hanging with us. I don't know what other phrase to use.
Yeah.
And he was just, I mean, ick vibes, you know, where it was, you know, he's here to meet athletes or money so that he can use that to like trick families, I guess. I don't know what other verbiage to use. And like getting their athletes over there.
Yeah, it's a whole business.
It's a whole racket. It was like a racket.
Sure.
I don't have that vibe here on some of the here programs. Like we were working with Duke City Cages. I don't have that vibe there.
No,
like,
not even close.
No, working with the ABC basketball. I don't have that vibe there.
Not even close.
No. Just kind of cool that New Mexico makes sure like the kids stay first and that stuff.
Also, I don't think we have the infrastructure to have a big sports trading facility to exploit people from other places and steal money from their unexpected families. So good for us.
Also, I just think our people are cooler.
Yeah,
Like, they
there's
wouldn't do
definitely that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's number one.
that's how I feel.
But also like tick, tick, tick down on the list.
We got a guest when we get back. Beverly McClure joins us. We're going to talk a little bit about health in the holidays. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On, where Van and I have been at the Horn YMCA all day. Isaiah has been back at the studio, and joining us now is Beverly McClure. Bev, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, excited to have you here with us. Obviously, we talk to you every so often, every couple of weeks. Owner, operator, contributor, also a client of the Exercise Coach. You got a brand new location that's over on Coors, 6100 Coors Boulevard Northwest, and your original location, 6739 Academy. A non-paid endorsement of the program, but you are a friend of ours, and health has been on our mind constantly since I went through some stuff over the summer. I reached out to you to talk about it, and here we are talking on the radio about it. Holidays are sneaking up, Bev. Like, what can we do?
I don't even think they're sneaking up. I think they're running full force. They're going to hit us right in the face, so they're right here. So we got Thanksgiving.
Yeah. That's the best
coming
one.
up.
Everyone says.
So, yeah, it is. And honestly, Thanksgiving, if you think about it, it's not the worst day of the year. I mean, turkey is a good thing.
Sure.
We've got ham. Some people have. The best thing I can say to you is be gentle to yourself on that day. Be nice to yourself the day before and the day after by being and eating as healthy as possible, because it's really, really hard on that day to eat as healthy as you can. But you should have some vegetables. You have to have some things. So really, it's
sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. I mean, they're going to have marshmallows maybe on
Delicious.
them from Texas with some brown sugar. But allow yourself to just do everything in moderation on Thanksgiving. So don't go in there stressing yourself out, thinking that, oh my gosh, I can't eat anything.
Yeah.
That's not the truth. The day before, be healthy. The day after, be healthy. Eat as healthy as you can on that day. The other thing to remember, Fred, too, is that it's a stressful day sometimes because we're around family that we don't always have a choice.
Yeah.
And cortisol is something that really does impact our bodies.
What is that word?
It's cortisol. cortisol. It's probably my Texas accent coming out.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
So when you're under stress, your body releases that, whether you're in a traffic jam, whether you're in a stressful situation, whether you're at the table.
What?
And you're talking about politics. Or the Dallas Cowboys and how they're going to, sorry, and how they're going to lose again today. So
Thanksgiving, they lose.
Be mindful of that. And if you feel yourself in that situation, just be mindful of taking some deep breaths, walking outside, doing whatever you can do, because your body is going to hold on to everything you take in, because that stress is just going to happen. And it's just natural around the holidays. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves.
And you mentioned taking care of yourself day before, day after. But like, this is a holiday. Like,
right.
Mix in some veggies. Like,
Correct.
Maybe don't maybe don't get
blackout
drunk, but like treat yourself, right? Enjoy yourself. Because days like this is why you eat so healthy. This is why you exercise.
That's correct.
Because you don't have to feel guilty for one day, but you should be taking care of yourself up to then and after then.
Correct. And see, we put too much pressure on ourselves that 365 days of a year.
Yeah.
I have to be perfect.
That's me.
That's you. 365. You're the only person, Fred, that can be perfect. 365.
Let's go.
But so am I advocating eat 5 pieces of pie? No, I'm not. I'm advocating be protein forward. So look at that plate. What can I do that I can be protein forward? And that's going to fill me up on something a little more healthy, leave enough room for some fun stuff. And go ahead and indulge in that one piece of pie or that one piece of cake. And then if you get a moment, take a little bit of a walk. Get away from the family. Just
very important.
Just go. Just move. Motion is lotion. Get up and move around.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Oh, I know that one. Got that one memorized.
I have a go-to Thanksgiving move. I don't know if you guys have this. I call it the graze. Okay. So I don't necessarily like to pack a full plate.
Right. Exactly.
But I like to, throughout the course of the day, sneak into the kitchen where I'm not allowed due to my lack of abilities and just pick a little something off every plate. Like, that's my move. Is this the best move? No, probably not.
No, I would say it's probably the worst move. The best, because cows graze, and guess what we do with them?
Celebrate that.
I'm just saying the better thing to do is look at your plate and if it's time to eat with your family, put a little bit of everything on your plate, a little bit. And then if something really, really, really just sparks your interest, that's what you're going to go back for seconds. So don't go ahead and get first and seconds the first time. Do your grazing on one plate the first time. So I would just modify what you do, the grazing all day, and I would just say graze on the plate, go back for seconds for that one thing your body says, boy, I really, really want that.
Honey roasted sweet potatoes.
Which is my dish that I make every year. Yeah.
Sweet potatoes?
Sweet potato casserole, yeah.
Yeah.
The dessert kind.
Yeah. So like my husband makes green bean bundles, and that sounds so healthy. It is so not. It's got brown sugar and it's got bacon wrapped around the bundles. But guess what? One green bean bundle, great. You
Sure.
know, somebody wants to go back for 2 or 3, that's fine, but that should be their choice. But I just say be protein forward first.
2 or 3 is kind of what the next week and the following week is, where it's 2 or 3 like found days off in a row. 2 or 3 like movement away from your normal routine. And for some people, it's an entire week. You know, some offices close. And you always hear this from like people that claim work-life balance isn't really always here. People don't take off the holidays. People, they do. Like, I don't know where this idea has come from. But how do you encourage people to make sure they're staying on their normal movement routine? Like, how do you keep people from just Hallmark moving and football game watching for 5 straight days in a row and then losing their personality and energy to that weird energy that sets in when you do nothing?
So I think, first of all, if you're used to during the workday getting up at 6 a.m. to work out, okay, now it's going to be 8 a.m. because you get to sleep in late. But you still are earning. You just have to think to yourself, I am getting my body ready so I can play. I'm going to work off the sins of the night before. Whatever that is in your mentality is to think about, I'm really having to get my body prepared for this day, or to take care of what I did yesterday. Not thinking, though, by the way, you cannot out-exercise bad nutrition, period. You cannot. During the holidays, though, do what you can when you can. And I think we talked about this last show as well. It's not the Thanksgiving meal or the Christmas meal that's the worst. It's those parties.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yes. So the things to remember, try to eat something healthy before you go. Don't show up at that party super hungry. Don't mix sugar with your sugar. Alcohol is going to metabolize the sugar. Don't mix sugar with your sugar. Think about that. And the other thing I would say too, stay hydrated. So when people are sitting at their desk and they're working, they're pretty good about hydrating. But when they're sitting in front of the football game or they're watching the Hallmark movies, they're not as good as hydrating. And guess what? Your body doesn't know what to do with that. So if you don't hydrate, your body is going to hang on to every single thing because it can't move it through. It doesn't know what to happen with that.
And to co-sign one thing she said, and it is a big fact, and this is a new thing I'm learning. I stopped, I'm about 1.5 years out of college and in college athletics and things like that and waking up early. And I start my work days at 12. And it's odd for me because I wake up and there's just enough time for me to really wander off and do what I want to do. But there's not enough time for me. I have to also be locked in. So when I go to the gym, if I wake up early and go to the gym before work, I have a lot more energy at work versus I could relax all day up until 11 o'clock. And when I come in here, it feels like I didn't get any sleep. I feel sluggish. And I don't know if that's, force of habit because I usually do lift before work, but I feel so much better if I get up and get moving at 8.
Do you feel, Isaiah, like your energy level has only gotten worse with the decline of the Cowboys, or do you think it's not related?
Well, when it comes to talking about the Cowboys, it's much lower.
Yes.
There's just no energy to really talk about them. But as far as just getting up and getting motivated, I use that as motivation.
I wish they would find something to motivate them, but that's a whole other story. That's a whole nother story. But to your point, Isaiah, you've got to find out what your body does. So we have some clients that just working out in the morning doesn't work for them. They want to come during their lunch break because that helps with that 3 o'clock slump, or they want to come in the evenings because that helps with that. And the other thing to remember is resistance training and building muscle builds up, speeds up your metabolism and does help with that slump. But some folks, and I'm one of those, if I work out in the evening, I get so sped up, I can't sleep. For other people, that is how they sleep. So to your point, good for you for figuring out that time of day that works for you and then sticking with you. And that's why not everybody's the same.
And a quick trap question. How do you feel about cold showers in the morning?
Oh, here we go.
That's a good question.
When it correlates to mindset and getting ready for the day. Do you think there's any benefit? Have you heard anything about it? Cold showers, cold baths?
Well, I'm on mute.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. Okay.
Oh, that's just the input.
Okay.
Yeah, not important.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I haven't talked about cold showers since college, but I do know the ice baths, and I do know that research has shown that there is some benefit to that. But I think again, it goes back to your body and what your body responds to, and how that wakes up. So for somebody to sit here and tell you everybody should take a cold shower in the morning, everybody should work out at 6 a.m., I think is exactly the wrong thing to say and the wrong thing to hear.
I mean, if somebody were to say that over and over again, like you must take a cold shower,
Right.
it's going to benefit you. That's a charlatan. That's a snake oil salesman. That's a demagogue. That is probably somebody that a young impressionable man
Yeah.
would find on YouTube
A
or
mark.
Spotify. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm not going to go that far, but it's definitely somebody
Yeah,
that's
nice
selling that
job.
ice bath thing, that you can get in. And for some people,
Yeah.
that totally works.
Also,
For
put
me,
in
that would
promo
work.
code blankety blank blank,
Yeah.
and we'll
Yeah.
get 20% off your personal ice bath. We'll send it straight to you.
And if you
with a-
refer one friend,
Yeah.
an extra 10% goes. Yeah, we're very aware.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's the fun. Traveling during the holidays, airports are the worst. Long road trips are the worst. Give me your best travel snacks. Like, what is the thing that will keep me feeling full and of my full mind and potential, but not put me in a tough situation health wise?
So protein forward,
Yeah.
always. So whatever that looks like for you, whether that's to take boiled eggs, whether that's to take the little turkey bites, cheese. I see you guys, you've got your cashews.
Mm-hmm.
Nuts, though, do have high calories.
Mhm.
So we do have to realize to get that same amount of protein. The other thing I'll tell you about travel is that the longer you sit, the more you need to be conscious about moving, whether that's standing up in the plane for a moment, walking around, because just that sitting, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to sit in that airport. You're going to sit in that plane. And the other thing about the airport is the airport bar, when you're delayed, is going to look really
Delicious.
Enticing
It's
and delicious.
It's an oasis.
yeah.
for
But
me.
but there's no shame in packing your snacks. But the one thing I'll say is the more I've seen in airports recently, the more I have seen more healthy options that are being offered that weren't offered before. So just being mindful of that and just trying as much as you can to say protein
Now,
forward.
I think I
I
heard.
couldn't agree with you anymore, except for the eggs. If you bring eggs on an airplane,
get
out
out
of
of
here.
I'm calling the air marshal on you. I'm calling the cops before you get on the plane. And if they make it through security, I'm calling the air marshal. You're getting escorted off.
Now, I heard a rumor one time.
I feel your pain a little bit, but you bring on that Schloskis, and that's going to
Yeah.
smell the same. I keep bringing up. Sorry,
I
not supposed
don't
to
mind
be.
at all.
But-
So a thing I heard when in airports, Annie Ann's doesn't have calories. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yeah. Dead
M&M's does not have calories.
Yeah.
If you get the person next to you to eat them, then you split the calories.
Okay,
Nice.
that's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Super
yeah,
smart. I
Yeah,
like
but if
everything
you
with
eat them
that.
upside down, they're W and W's, and they have negative calories.
There you
So,
go.
yeah.
I love everything about it. Bev, thanks for sitting down with us. This stuff's always so fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
I know you keep like a busy schedule, so when you do make the time, it's like a fun little getaway from the world of sports. Because
Well, then I get to meet you guys in different places. I wouldn't have come here today. It's a beautiful facility. So
you
thanks
haven't
for
seen the
having
new
me.
equipment at the Y, have you?
Yeah, it's great. It's
It's
perfect.
Fantastic.
They just put in this brand new TRX downstairs, which I know you guys haven't seen yet, but like I arms linked it earlier. I did not work out on it, but this is like what you would see on like the next generation of Star Trek. Like this is
Yeah.
what like the future of TRX style stuff is, and they did a really great job. So come see us at the Y. If you want to see us at the Y, you can also get a hold of Beverly over at the Exercise Coach. What's the best contact for you over there?
You can look at the exercisecoach.com.
Oh,
and
that
we're
easy.
On there. Yep, it's
Shoot.
that easy. It gives you our 2 locations, and you can sign up for 2 free sessions and come check us out.
Oh, heck yeah.
Sweet.
When we get back from the break, we continue through the 5 o'clock hour. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Big thank you to Beverly McClure who joined us. That was fun, Van. That was the thing I was into.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
Always enjoy having her on.
Airport snacks, friends, are the key to a healthy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Van and I travel, I pack him a little snacky boy, and he ends up fine.
Yeah, you can have up to a quart bag of mini bottles of alcohol. That is a true travel tip.
100% true.
You're talking about food snacks.
No, I was not.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was not.
Yeah.
I was talking about a quart bag
Full of minis.
full of minis.
Uh-huh.
That's what my conversation was. I was trying to have with you.
You know, when I was on I was in the plane from Germany back here, and they gave
After the war.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
yeah. Well, to get to Italy, usually you stop in Munich, or there's like one more spot. I forgot the name of the place.
All right. Hold up. I'm a little confused now. Do you
Yeah.
think that Italy and Germany are the same place?
No.
Okay.
But you have to have a connecting flight that always stops one place before you get to Europe.
Well, you
And
can't just
for
fly
me-
into Rome.
No, not straight. It usually stops at one place.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You can't just fly into Florence.
No. I mean, I'm sure there's planes that can do it, but 9 times out of 10, there's going to be one stop in.
What about
Germany.
Naples?
Yeah. What about Naples?
Just flying to Naples?
Most Italians would tell you to stay away from Naples.
Oh,
Wait. Why?
no.
Hold up.
Whoa.
Whoa. Is it the El
All right.
Paso of Italy?
Oh, that's awesome.
Naples is the slums of Italy. That is
Now, who has told you this?
Dang.
real, authentic Italians.
Wait, like the ones you knew, or like ones that said a bibbity bob?
I think the second one like, goes more towards real, authentic Italians.
Okay.
When you were there, did you feel like family?
Yeah.
Well, okay, those are real
Yeah.
Italians.
Did they have all you can eat
Understand.
salad and breadsticks at every
Yeah,
place you went?
The meals.
So it was
I-
authentic Italian, is what you're saying.
Yes, I'd say they bring out the. So we go out to, in America, we go to dinner, right? We have an appetizer. And
That
then our main-
tracks.
When you go to Italy, they give you about 4 different plates that are the same size as our big meal, but because their food is so much better processed over there, they can just eat way more, and they still do not gain anywhere near the amount of weight as we Americans.
All right,
Like,
all right. Heads up. I'm not trying to be difficult here. Milan has an airport.
Okay.
yeah, there's airports in Italy for sure, but usually the plane will stop at one spot. It's Munich and one.
So
other
this
place.
one time that Isaiah did this, that's
went
what
twice.
happened. So now he's extrapolating this over every other human being's experience.
Yeah,
No,
I
I,
just
went there. I went there twice, and the person I went with was Italian and often goes back and forth. And I was told that it's always the case.
yeah, but do they also have a thing for like the Black Forest
Mhm.
or Oktoberfest?
I don't know. Thinking of the correlation to that and Munich flights.
Well, that's where Germany.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But if you can find a flight that's straight shot to Italy,
I don't know if I can. I mean, I'm not a.
I feel like you might be looking right now.
No, my here's the weird thing. I just got a new laptop, and it's I was looking up Milan's airport, and it's
Oh.
showing me all of
It
stuff
keeps,
in yen. Everything's in yen.
it keeps redirecting you to Rome and Florence.
Yeah.
So you avoid Milan.
Yeah, if you go to Europe, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have one stop. You're gonna have the first flight is gonna be about 10 hours, but then that second one is much faster.
Yo, I want to go to Milan. The
I
internet
didn't-
says Milan is awful. I got to see this for myself.
I didn't make a stop. I stopped probably everywhere but Milan. Went to Rome, Florence, Venice. I even saw Mussolini's home. Fun fact.
Why?
Well, because we were going to this cliff diving spot. It was like out kind of in the middle of nowhere.
That's what
And
Mussolini should have done.
Yeah, we're driving through this small town, and they, talking Italian, and then they had to translate. It had to be translated to me. Like, yeah, this is Mussolini's hometown. So we drive by the house, and it says like it's like kind of up higher, and it says residence of Mussolini in Italian. And that was pretty cool. Not that he's someone that should be praised, but
No,
That was-
he should not be praised.
at all. But it was really random, and we're just going to have a cliff diving thing. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I learned about him as I passed his home. But anyways, the main point I was
Oh,
getting to
okay.
is
Yeah, sorry.
the Germany food they gave on that flight was just it was terrible, and I was so hungry. and I couldn't even. I mean, I'm talking. It was a cold sandwich. The bread was cold and hard, awful texture. There was carrots on the sandwich. There was a thing that I guess was cheese. I guess it was cheese, but it looked nothing like cheese. It was this grained up, terrible cheese. It was just god awful, and it was the main part of the meal they handed out. So it was like you can pick at the sides if you want and hold yourself off, but you're gonna come back to that sandwich when it gets rough.
No sausage, potatoes, and sauerkraut.
No. Sauerkraut, I think.
It's on every dish.
Yeah, I think it was there.
If you're in this weird exercise cult stuff, it's a probiotic, and it will help your gut biome. Those are two words you can throw around when you're talking to
But
other.
be careful if you
health
recently
cultists.
got sick. Like, don't overconsume it because your body's trying to reset itself.
Mhm.
So just be aware that if you are traveling
Yeah.
and you drink the water afar, don't feel that sauerkraut is going to be your answer all, because your body's not going to be prepared for it as it's bioming.
So microdose sauerkraut before you leave for like 2 weeks is what you're saying, to like slowly adjust your biome.
Here's what I'm saying. I have spent time like in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And if you accidentally drink the shower water, because that happens in life,
Okay.
Parasites.
yeah, don't immediately just put handfuls of sauerkraut into you.
Drink apple cider vinegar.
Country Mexico not that big on sauerkraut, so that's not going to really pose a problem. Could skip out on that one, or kimchi for that matter.
I don't know her,
Mhm.
but if that person is offering you sauerkraut,
She's Carrie Tingley's best friend.
not wrong.
And also, she's right about staying moving on that 10-hour flight. I mean, when I got to Italy finally, there was it wasn't a jet lag. I mean, there was a real like pain my stomach was in. I couldn't eat for like about a day and a half, where like my stomach was, I felt like knots. It felt very, very, and I guess if you sit for too long like that, it can be damaging to like your inside, your gut, for just going that fast and sitting down for that long. Yeah, it was not.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally jet lag is what you're describing. Yeah, your whole bodily functions aren't supposed to reset that hard going across the globe, a lot of times against the spin of the globe,
yeah.
and then landing somewhere 8, 10, 12, or whatever hours later. That sleep, changing time zones, changing altitudes. Like, yeah, it's hard on you.
All right, Albuquerque to Atlanta, Atlanta to Milan. Low key doesn't even cost that much.
1,200.
Way less.
Really?
Yeah, $800.
Let's go.
This is a round trip, brother. I'm looking right at it.
Okay, so 800 back.
No,
No,
round trip.
$800.
That's super cheap.
No, hold
In
on.
this economy?
And Spirit, that's
No,
extremely.
Spirit
cheap.
filed
That's why-
bankruptcy. They're
yeah, I
done.
saw that.
That's
why
a
it's hard for
bummer.
me to believe.
Hey,
Well,
this is a
remember-
Delta trip. Like, we're going Delta, boys.
If you look in the
Dang.
summer, that's when it hits those thousands. I think because it's November.
Sure.
I think that's why. Because I went in July, like when everyone wants to go.
You want to go over the holidays? It costs a little bit more.
Oh, duh. Christmas in Milan?
That's awesome, dude. All right. Van, you and I can go to Milan.
Okay.
We're not taking Isaiah because you heard how sick he gets when he goes.
Right. Yeah, it's a liability.
Yeah, we're not trying to deal with
Absolute
Yeah.
liability.
Isaiah, more like liability. All right. So we got to get through March because that's when sports are real heavy up through February.
Hear me out. Let's go right after the Royal Rumble. Go straight from Royal Rumble to Milan.
All right. Royal Rumble's the first weekend in February.
We'll do our show from Milan, and we'll see just how dangerous it is, because I don't believe you.
No, I know you guys are ballers and everything when you go on vacation. He's wanting to go on any sort of a budget. Strongly recommend going when it's warm, so you can hit the beach and do the beach things.
Mhm.
If you go to Italy when it's cold, everything you're doing is going to have to be like calculated, planned. Now the food is so cheap, and it's the best swing because it's not only is it better, but it's cheaper. It's how food used to be here 15 years ago. Or when Trump-
Why that number?
or when Trump was president. No, just because because McDonald's used to have a $1 menu. They don't have that anymore. Everything's
No, that's not better
You're
food. That's
defeating
just
the
cheaper
purpose.
food.
Yeah.
well, I think food's more expensive now than it was 15, 20 years ago. But
Yeah,
over
Well,
there,
yeah.
If you're gonna bring up McDonald's, why don't you just bring up gas station taquitos while you're at it?
Yeah.
I remember when I could get a 40-ounce Coca-Cola and 2 taquitos for $2.
You know what's bogus, boys?
Not in this economy.
Like the cost of an 8-ounce bag of Doritos, that used to be what a family size
Yeah,
cost. and
for
that's just
sure.
wild to me.
You know how much a pound bag of MSG costs me now?
Hey, sometimes I'm just like feeling down and I just want to like DoorDash myself some Panda Express.
Yeah.
But like,
Uh-huh.
I don't have $35 for that. Like, I get it, Isaiah. I get it,
And-
brother.
another thing with the food there, what was it? You guys, you told me about a country where it's like disrespectful if you don't eat all the food, or if you
Japan,
A lot of places.
a lot of places,
Yeah.
but we were talking about Japan.
in Italy, if you leave food on the plate, yeah, it's like disrespectful. And it's,
Well, don't
it's
make me
all-
that big of a plate.
Yeah, what are you doing? Make a smaller
Yeah.
plate. Yeah.
but they'll ask if you want more. But see, you have to get the big plate because they'll ask if you want more, and if you say no,
That's because you're a big boy. They're not going to do that to Van.
yeah, they
No.
were feeding fun over there.
Your portions would make me explode.
Yes. Yeah. Van's not going to Bologna's, Italy, and going to eat a pound of bologna.
Mm-hmm.
You got it backwards. You got it perfectly backwards. Because Bologna is where I was. That's where I was most of the time.
I believe I was close.
Yeah.
Bologna.
Well, one of them's on the Rhine. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM6. Isaiah really liked that one. The sports animal.
Just re-
time to rock. It's time to rock. Hey, yo, we take it to the top. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. We go hard in the block. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. Yeah. Yo, the party there.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. We're at the Horn YMCA. Jacques Tony is with us. Jacques, welcome, brother.
What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing today?
Decent.
Yep,
Decent.
we are excited to be here. I did just see from the New Jersey Jets.
I quit actually.
Oh, okay. Super smart.
But they still kept me on payroll, so I'll be back next year.
That's how contract work.
And nobody quits the Jets.
Nobody quits the Jets.
Blood in, blood out, Jack.
Loyalty.
That's a good reference, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you did a good
It was,
job.
it was the wrong ethnicity for the voice, but
Gotta go with what you gotta go
Yeah.
with.
It was probably some Italian guy telling me I couldn't quit. So.
yeah.
They're the only team that's worse than the Dallas Cowboys in all the NFL.
I still take the Jets head to head against the Cowboys.
Did they do that this year?
No, but I wish they did. It would be another win, and I would cut for us.
How many wins do the New Jersey Jets currently have?
Unfortunately, 3, just as many as them.
Okay, I was just wondering if my point was correct.
It's a race to the bottom.
Literal race.
I mean, we never left the bottom. Like,
Started from the bottom and now you're still there.
yeah, still here, same spot, same place. So much disappointment this season, but
Not even the greatest regular season quarterback in the history of the NFL could save your regular season.
no. You know, I went to the game in Arizona, and
They won.
they lost. They got
Oh.
their butts
So did your
handed to them.
did your kid ask for a Kyler Murray jersey while you were there? Did he just immediately jump ship?
Nah, he did not. He didn't do that. He was like, I'm having so much fun, Dad, but why is the Jets always gotta lose? It's like, welcome to life, bro.
Dad, tell me again about Wayne Corbett. Tell me about how it used to be.
It used to be fun. It used to be fun to watch games. They used to catch the ball.
So what we did was we put in Tom Tupa, and he was the punter, but he played quarterback, and it was the most fabulous night in Jets history. Thank you,
it's been-
Bill. Thank you, Bill Parcells.
I'm at the point where it's like-
who's Rex Ryan and what's a foot fetish?
I'm at the point where I'm like, where's Mike White at? Like,
Do me a favor, pull that right in front of your mouth. And yeah, listen, son, there was a time when we would just throw him the damn ball,
Mhm.
and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked so well.
yeah, it's been a rough season for us. though.
Yeah, you don't say.
You know, I thought the AFC East would have been shooken up a little bit differently this year, minus the Patriots still. But what is going on in New York?
The
You
AFC
never know.
East is in
Jersey.
trouble the way the NFC East is, where New England now has the future in their quarterback, and the Washington Guardians have the future in their quarterback, and it's over for everyone else in those conferences or divisions.
Have you been watching the same Patriots games I've been watching?
Drake May's a stud, dude.
And you bring up New England, and it's just, man, you didn't see the reports today that Adam Schefter reports Jerry Jones is believed to strongly consider Bill Belichick this offseason. And if they get him, I mean, no, we're going to be right back in the mix. We're going to be right back in the mix. And yes, your boy right here has been preaching that for about 2 months. So,
Oh, you want Belichick?
I would love. You see CD Lamb and Trevon Diggs out at the club after they got smoked Monday night? Yeah, there's none of that. Bill Belichick's the coach. I promise you that one.
I did not see this CD Lamb update you just gave me.
No,
Yes.
I didn't either. Like,
CD Lamb and Trevon Diggs were in the club together, dancing with bottles the same night they got smoked last Monday. They were in the club.
yeah. That's
Well,
what you do as
Tuesday's
a
a day
Cowboys
off.
fan.
Yeah, I mean that tracks for me.
I mean, that's what you do when you play with the Cowboys. Like, you just show up to the game, go to the club afterwards. I didn't say anything about playing.
Yeah, you're gonna go out and party, win or lose.
Like,
Ask my boy James Harden how it goes. He'll tell you.
True that.
like Jock, think about in college, right? Before the games, like, yeah, there's a big party here, but you guys go out and lose. Some of the players are like, man, I'm not going to that party. We just lost.
Why do they
No.
lose twice? They lose the game and then they lose their night out. I don't
Yeah,
like that.
no
No, go out.
Yeah, bro. I wasn't partying after games anyway. The drugs I had to take to make through them, I wasn't gonna.
Yeah, exactly. you know how much stronger Vicodin works when you're sipping champagne? Like, it's fantastic.
I don't know that.
It's a central nervous system depressant. It makes it work so much better
Yeah,
up
it
to a
doesn't.
point, and then it kills you.
Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't party after games. So I was just trying not to die.
My
Well, you got
college,
to get invited first,
Yeah.
and then you can party.
my move was I donated plasma in college on Fridays before the weekend, and then it made Friday nights way sweeter and cheaper.
That's so dangerous. I related it to that. Don't do that.
No, do not now do that, knowing what we know now.
Yeah, know what we know now.
Yeah, but
I think even then we knew.
Well, I remember being told from someone who wasn't my father,
Right.
like, what?
You could have called me. I could have told you.
Well, you'd have answered. You weren't at a party.
Well, anyways, we're looking for the next Aaron Rodgers here at the Y. Well, maybe not that.
Nope,
next
that's a
Aaron
bad
Rodgers.
analogy.
Yeah,
no
I
matter
got a
what
good
you're
one.
trying
Yeah,
to
we
make.
don't want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Physically and morally, you could do better.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the next like Anthony Edwards because we want better than Brawny still. So
Oh yeah, low bar.
All right. So you want the next guy with a lot of kids to come in and get into like
Hey, he can
daycare?
support those
That's
kids,
the whole
though.
thing.
he can support those kids.
For
He can shoot a
now.
nice. He got a nice jumper. He can support those kids. Come learn to play some basketball at the Y. Like registration's still open. Anthony Edwards is not coming to visit you, but you can imagine.
You got some sweet drives going on right now. Not just basketball, Van.
Mhm.
Doing some holiday drives here at the
Yes.
YMCA.
Coat drive is booming right now.
There's so many coats over there.
So many coats, and those are the ones that I got dry cleaned. I just took a whole bunch to Locker Room 505 so they can help us out. Those are the ones that's ready to be picked up. So if coats covering New Mexico, if you put your request in, they are ready for you here at the Y. We're open till 9 p.m. Please come get your coat because I'm losing room in my rack. And then we have our Thanksgiving drive going wild.
There's a ton of food over there.
It's spilling out of the box.
That's one of 30. So,
Foods?
Yeah, boxes.
You need to borrow my truck? Does that need to be delivered somewhere?
It needs to be delivered to the McLeod location this weekend so we can start setting up those boxes and get to those hungry families.
I'll help.
Ooh, love
I'm a,
that.
I'm a guy who's willing to help with that.
I'll let Mark know. You too, Van?
I have a truck.
No, I'm just talking about just helping with the boxes. Forget the truck.
Why are we going to get the boxes there without the trucks?
Oh, the boxes are already there for you. You just got to pick up some turkeys.
Where do we put those, though?
Oh, don't worry. We got the boxes for you. We just need a lot of help.
Are they
Really?
teleporting? How does the stuff get to the
I
place?
have the truck for a reason.
Well, you don't really need the truck.
Oh, okay.
I just
I'm
need
so
you.
confused.
I need you in the hands.
We're riding together.
We already have the boxes.
okay.
And
and the truck.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the food movement happens. So we fill the boxes for 100 families.
You could have said foul movement, but I'm going to
Mhm.
keep going with this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Foul movement.
Turkey.
Turkey foul movement.
Thank you, yeah.
Yes. But we'll fill
like
in the
foul.
boxes with all the goodies that we have dispersed around everywhere. All the board members will handle that for you. The McLeod board. Not you guys.
We're not
this
going to
time.
physically do anything except for drive the trucks. We just talked about this.
No. You're physically going to walk down that hall, put yams in every box, put green beans in every box, and some stuff in every box.
We're going to stuff the boxes with the yams.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So we
now
gotta-
you're,
We gotta
okay.
disperse all the food nice and evenly, so when the families come and pick it up, they get their meals in a nice little box. We get,
So I would like to hand the boxes over because I like getting paid in high fives.
well, let me arrange that for you here at the Horn location also.
All right,
Well, so I noticed somebody donated not a Thanksgiving item, but a really good food source. Somebody donated a bunch of ramen noodles. Can we just give those straight to Zay?
Yeah, for his.
Yeah, just skip the middleman.
He's in.
I'll just put them in my truck now. Give the ramen noodles to Zay because they're going to go to him
It's
anyways.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Why are we giving
Zay
Zay
giving.
noodles? We should probably give him a box too. If he's a struggling college student, I've been there.
He stepped away to answer the phone, but I definitely brought him Thanksgiving dinner last year when he was working Thanksgiving sports at the station. And I've waited almost an entire calendar year for him to say thank you.
He said thank you. Look, he's working for you now.
I definitely said thank you.
He's working for you now. He
A
said
little-
thank you.
Yeah, a little fun fact. I actually was sitting there right before Fred walked in. I was like, dang, it really like this kind of sucks. Like, I was like, wow, no Thanksgiving dinner or anything. And it was almost like he heard me. And yeah, 2 minutes later, boom, Fred pops in.
I mean, I didn't call him. I just showed up with like a little Thanksgiving plate for Isaiah, just trying to boys help boys.
Hey Zay, don't feel bad, man. You have Thanksgiving with your family at time after work?
Well, so all my family's in Illinois. So that was the catch to the whole thing.
I got you there. I'm right there with you, bro. I haven't had Thanksgiving with my parents since I was 17 years old. So I'm with you, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they're awful.
Not because they're awful. First in college, I had an excuse. I was in the playoffs every year. I
Mhm.
kind of wished I lost one year.
Playoffs.
Yeah, and then this is
Did you have to explain what the playoffs were to them because they're all New Jersey Jets fans and they never had to like experience
That's
that?
just my
Good
dad.
question.
He's just my dad.
Okay.
My mom's a Giants fan. She knows what the playoffs look
Okay,
like.
yeah.
So
And they still found a way to find true love
somehow, some way,
or some love,
some love.
a version of love.
Some love. Not, I wouldn't say it was that true. It was some love though.
When are we stuffing these boxes?
We'll be stuffing them this Saturday. Actually, We'll
This
start
Saturday. And then when is the pickup for?
the turkeys come in on Tuesday.
Okay, so then you can pick up your Thanksgiving in a box
Yep,
from
with recipes.
with rest like all the fixins.
Yeah, you have all the fixings, all the cornbread. I seen a couple of collard green cans kicking around here, like all of that.
All the fixins.
They got all of it. I can't teach you how to make my mac and cheese, but I'll teach you how to make a mac and cheese. You heard?
Minimum of 5 cheeses.
Minimum of 5 cheeses.
That's so many cheeses. I can't even name 5 cheeses.
Me either, but I know when it's made on Thanksgiving, they're in there.
So here's the
5 different cheeses isn't Velveeta, Kraft.
First of all, if you put in Velveeta in my mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, you will be not invited no more.
Velveeta is a good mac and cheese
That's
cheese.
the number one.
It's the melty boy.
Nah,
Yeah.
we going with the real
That's
cheese.
the
And I
plastic
don't-
that ties all the cheeses together.
Exactly. I don't want. I do less plastic. I don't even do the pre-shredded. I'm like in there like the old grandma shredding that cheese myself, getting down.
Are you
getting
doing
busy.
like elbow nudes? Or are you doing like shell nudes?
Got to be shells.
I do a combo actually because nobody can agree. So I do
Oh,
a
like
half and
spirals?
half.
You do spirals?
No, I do a half of the shells, half of the elbows,
Nudes?
so everyone can be happy. I think everyone's happy at least.
Not
Everybody's happy when they smack it down on my turkey. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Van is out of town for Thanksgiving. He's going to Flagstaff. I'm out of town. I'm going.
Oh, cut that, Zay, please.
I have WWE stuff in Vancouver. Isaiah is without again on another Thanksgiving holiday. Jacques, here's your opportunity to invite Isaiah to your home for Thanksgiving so that he doesn't spend another depressed holiday. The floor is yours.
That's fine with me. Friendsgiving this Sunday. I didn't invite these two because they are my friends, but Zay, you get the special invite. 2:00. Be there.
Thank you. I got you.
It's by the way, it's the practice turkey, so don't judge me.
Okay.
What time's the Cowboys game? Will they have lost by that time?
Nah, they'll just be starting that butt kicking then.
That's pretty good.
We might be able to go because there's baseball prices for that game right now. Cowboys
Yeah.
Giants.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of why I went to Arizona because I was hoping baseball prices for that game too. Yeah, not so much. So
Yeah. No, that Cowboys Giants game is actually very, very cheap tickets right now.
Did they fix the hole in the roof?
yeah,
I-
they did that yesterday.
According to them.
According to them. Well,
Yeah.
according to
Oh, sorry. You don't let me finish my sentence. I said, did they fix the hole in the offensive line? That's what I was trying to say.
They didn't
Well,
fix. They didn't
line-
fix the roof, but there is going to be a new Gorilla Tape banner in the end zone.
fix that whole. Zay, we're in the same boat, man. Offensive line couldn't block nothing, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This was the most upsetting thing at watching a Jets game live is watching them run the outside zone 10 times and they went nowhere 10 times.
$45 ticket to that Cowboys game, by the way.
Oh yeah, let's go, Zay.
50-yard line.
Check those flights. Check those flights, Zay. We might be doing Thanksgiving differently this year.
Oh, well, that's where Jerry's going to get the money.
Yeah.
That's where he's going to get. He's going to make sure he gets his.
Yeah, we
So
might be doing that.
Get a Spirit flight before they shut down.
We might be Spirit. I like my Spirit, bro. I'm not trying to.
Zay, do me a
Spirit
favor.
to Dallas, you're trying to ask for a loss right there.
Zay, do you know the name of CD's club? Because if you do, Van and I will also come because we'd like to go to that club after the game. Like that's our
the
plan.
club that him and Trevon ran?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Do they serve Dax tequila there?
I bet they do.
I bet
I
they
bet
do.
they do.
I bet
What if-
CD
I bet that tequila is god awful. Also,
Yeah,
what
but
if they were paid to go there?
CD
Is that a
don't
bit-
catch that.
he doesn't catch that.
No, he don't catch that. He
You
missed
think
me.
they're,
Yeah,
you think they're paid to go there?
Every celebrity I know is paid to go. They go.
Like,
Really?
hey guys, you just
you think
lost.
so?
Yes.
You think so?
If you're allowing yourself to be captured on footage by strangers, you have been paid to be in that spot.
Correct.
I mean, I go places all the time. They don't pay me to show up.
We said celebrity.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were getting me there. What happened?
We are physically sitting right here.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still working on it.
Just asked us if we were paid to be here.
Were you paid to be here?
Yes, yes,
Answer's
we
yes.
Paid in high fives,
are.
right?
No.
That's my compensation.
United States currency.
I'm trying to think.
I'll switch it to high fives. I'll let
For
them.
now,
I'll let the management team know. Switch it
Till
to
we're-
high fives.
till we're running on rubles.
January 21st. I think we missed the break. My bad, Isaiah. You got us from here. You'll figure it out. You're real good at this stuff.
So since everybody's out of town, my question is:
Mhm.
Can me and Zay have our own show next Wednesday?
So the NFL plays football on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week. Is that right?
The question was Wednesday, not Thursday or Friday or Saturday.
If you and Isaiah want to do a show together on Wednesday, there's a lot of people we had to get permission from first, and they're all out of town with the holiday. So sorry, boys.
So they wouldn't even know. Then it'd be the best Y show they've ever had. Like talk about the Y, talk about a little bit of the Jets, maybe not so much the Cowboys because they didn't lose yet at that point.
The holiday schedule is the best schedule in talk radio because you get a mismatch of people's that don't make any sense. Like
Right.
we'll end up on KKOB for some reason.
Mhm.
Like I'm doing a spot on the Pit next week.
Word.
Like there's all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah, I'm on KOB in December. Holla at me. I'm telling you, I'm coming up.
KOB's TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna be on KKOB. I'm gonna be on
Did
all
you send
the.
them a headshot or did they just go into this
Yeah.
blind?
I sent them a headshot, and I've been on there
Dang.
before. They was like, "Sir, we loved you so much before. You bought the ratings were through the roof."
But they didn't bother to
come
learn
back.
your name. They just called you sir.
They don't need to know my name yet.
Vernon?
They don't need to know my name.
They're
Yet.
gonna find out.
They just YMCA. That's all they need.
That's what
That's all I need.
2 years ago today it was all they needed was Define Fitness. That was my name.
Yeah, nah. It was about 3 years ago now. 2.5 years ago.
Hey, I remember you from that drive we did over at the Y. No, that was a different health club. That's my thing with the Boys and Girls Club, where everyone's like, "What are you here asking for money for?" They go, "Big Brothers."
Yeah.
It's all the similar mission, boys.
Yeah. We'll be, looking for money for toys next. So you gotta as much as you could get me, man.
Yeah,
We're just trying to celebrate the kids.
we do good with that one.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do some toys this year.
We're gonna help with that drive.
Yeah.
When we get back from the break,
Give us
30
some-
minutes, and if you get off work at 6 o'clock, your drive home. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
delivery available and the
Where
lowest
in
price.
Illinois you from,
For
Zay?
years, you'll always
He's not
find what you
listening.
love and love what you find. Only at Total.
What was that?
More.
Where in Illinois you from?
Bloomington.
KNN
It's like a couple hours south of Chicago.
Sports Animal, proud to be a Q.
They got a club there.
Madeline Kahn.
Not East St. Louis.
Where Illinois State University is.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly
Jan
where
Lumley
you're at.
and
Went to
Fred
Toga
Slow
Party there once.
with producer Isaiah
My best guy was the
on
quarterback. there.
95.9 FM and AM
Tony
610.
Romo.
The Sports
Did you go
Animal.
to Eastern? I went to a Q Dog Toga party
right.
there.
Stand by. Mike's hot.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Minute On. We're at the Horn YMCA. I'm Fred Sawyer Van Nunley. Jock Tony is with us. Zay Johnson is back at the studio. Russell Westbrook is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Well, I mean, it's right there in the statistics, right?
What?
Mm.
200 triple W, boys. That's crazy. Jokic, okay, so he plays for the Nuggets now. Him and Jokic have 335 career triple doubles. That's 10% of all the triple doubles in NBA history. Are you kidding
And
me?
two dudes. It's so wild.
Two dudes. That's wild. That is crazy wild. Not the GOAT, though, but crazy wild.
No, he's
stats.
I just read you the stats. He has 200 of them. Coming off the bench, he got another triple double.
How many finals MVPs does he have?
I'll have to look it up.
A big whopping 0.
Oh, is it 0?
Yeah.
Also,
Rings.
why are we counting finals MVPs? No one cares about that. Jason Tatum doesn't even have that, and he's the best player in the NBA.
How many MVPs does he have?
Rings.
So
Fourth in the rookie of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 All-Stars.
That's pretty good.
An MVP. Top 10 MVP voting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
we're talking about
times.
Tatum, right?
No, this is Russell Westbrook. He's building a first ballot Hall of Fame career, and he gets more flack than any NBA player I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Also, I can accept
yeah.
his retirement now that he has 200 triple doubles.
I
Nah,
mean, it
can't accept
rightfully
that.
so. Where the diamond is in this rough, that's
Okay.
is look at teams before he got there, while he was there, and after he got there. Where time where he got on the team and they got better.
If he stayed in Washington, he'd have 300 triple doubles because that's the with this.
That's true.
At Washington,
Yeah,
you watching basketball? I'm watching.
Like it's not a secret to anyone how awful he is
he
from
had
3-point range.
42 triple doubles in one season.
These were mid-rangers he was hitting the backboard on.
He's only been over 33% from three twice in his career. That is very bad. But he's been over 44% from the field almost every year of his career. Like that's really good. Like he needs to quit chunking up threes and get that reputation because it's a false reputation.
Yeah, he shoots too much. If he was to keep driving and get to the rim, you know, he wouldn't be looked at as much of a laughing stock at times as he was. I mean, for the Lakers, at one point, the fans were booing and like let out a big like exhaustion.
We were
sigh.
there.
Yeah, we were there.
We were
Yeah.
physically there.
Yeah, we were there.
He would go for the shot and people were screaming, "No,
Yeah.
don't shoot!"
No, we saw it in real time. Like if he like touched the ball behind the 3-point line, everyone would just say, "Pass it, pass it, pass it." The 20,000 people yelling "pass it" to a guy. That's got to be so deflating.
It has to be inflating for Denver though, because now Jokic won't sit out anymore while Russ is just getting all these numbers because he already has 200, so they can just go back to the regular plan.
Jokic will lap him eventually, but
What did I say? He has 133.
133.
That's so many.
and half the years.
Half the years.
Westbrook won his MVP in his 10th season? Question
Somewhere.
mark 9, 10, right around there.
Sounds about right.
That's more than late blooming. That's late blooming. That's the David Letterman version of blooming.
I mean, I wouldn't put
Well,
him as a
KD
GOAT, but I
KD's
see him as a Hall of Famer.
At
just
triple
'cause-
doubles, he's the
Yeah.
go.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the. See, there's a difference between the GOAT and the first round Hall of Fame.
Who's the greatest of all time at triple doubles? I can't remember.
It's gonna be LeBron. or
LeBron?
Oscar.
Yeah, LeBron. Doesn't LeBron? Didn't he just set a record with triple doubles?
No, it's Russell Westbrook.
We just
by
said that.
far.
LeBron has the most 30-point triple doubles by far.
Yeah,
Like not even close.
I mean, I don't care about 30 points.
Yeah, triple doubles
30
total.
point-
yeah. He's
You know what? I'd
getting-
rather have 30
Russell
assists.
Westbrook is getting them off 10-point games and like
Yeah, LeBron's going 30 with like 17 assists and 14 rebounds and things like that.
Oh, cool.
LeBron
Put on the
James
list of things he's done once.
Has 117 triple doubles, so he is what is referred to as a slouch.
83 triple
definitely a
doubles
slouch.
less.
Yeah, that hand is real heavy with those rings on, but slouching.
All right, I'm trying to look up a stat real here. All right, okay, got
Okay,
it here.
maybe not Aaron Rodgers. Maybe Russell Westbrook is the Dan Marino of basketball.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
now how are we going up? Like,
Oh my goodness.
Never the best to do it, who never got a championship.
I was thinking more like
Take your time.
I don't
No,
know.
it's a big moment for you right here.
He's
Not Dan
NFL.
Marino.
no NFL. Westbrook is
King.
he's Stephon Diggs.
He's oxygen.
He's a.
I
Okay.
think Stephon Diggs. is
Have you guys
Oprah's
checked
network?
out the new like? Have y'all checked out the new equipment? Because
It's fantastic.
yeah, the new equipment is.
Imagine if you get a guy like Russell Westbrook in here to train.
Yeah, you now have an uppercut bag, you have a heavy bag, and a speed bag. There's 3 of those. That's the triple double of bags down there. That's awesome. Like Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I'm looking at LeBron's.
Yeah, I'm
30-point
more of
double
shooting
record.
30 points around here, so that was more of the LeBron triple double.
Zay?
Yeah, LeBron's triple doubles are insane. I think Westbrook is Stephon Diggs.
What's the comp?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you mean?
He's got great numbers, but if you worry about his locker room presence when things don't go well, even when things are going well, you're just waiting for it to not go well anymore.
You mean Terrell Owens,
Yeah,
I was going to say that, but T.O.
Well, who-
actually,
Chad Johnson.
Randy Moss.
Yeah,
Who had
Oh
the
my
best post game fits though? Because
post game fits.
Russell Westbrook might be the GOAT.
Ryan
post-game
Fitzpatrick
fits.
always looked good.
Yo,
Clinton Portis,
Ryan
Hey, looked
Fitzpatrick.
real good.
Clinton Portis, Russell Westbrook,
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Who else is on the rush?
The only reason Clinton Portis exists, he got traded for Champ Bailey one time. No one else even knows anything about him.
Oh, I mean, I was playing fantasy
Clinton
then.
Portis
Yeah,
or
I was
Champ
crushing
Bailey? Which
it.
one nobody knew about?
Clinton Portis.
What? No, nobody knew about him?
No. If you give me a list of dudes who did that position, no one's naming him.
that's because he played for Washington.
He just played at Miami during the U time. No one cares.
I mean,
Santana Moss was more important to that stupid U offense.
I cared. I was scared of him when he got the ball in the backfield. So,
Care him do what?
like, as a football player, I watched.
Nah,
football.
he wasn't that good. He got traded for Champ Bailey straight up, though. It was like the only time that's ever happened.
I get it now. We're playing the opposite game today, Zay. I get it now.
That's every day.
It just clicked. Man, thought I was on
Clinton Portis. Hold on.
He had no
Okay.
numbers.
1,500 yards in 02.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike
1,500
Anderson did the
yards,
same
no.
thing 5 minutes earlier. It was a product of that
1,300 in-
Schlereth offensive line stuff.
I mean, 1,500 yards is still 1,500 yards, especially in
Hey,
Miami.
good on Denver on getting those fake numbers and then trading them away for Champ Bailey and boosting that defense. That's what I would
he
have done
went to
too.
Washington and ran for 200 yards less.
What year
And
was
then
that?
went back it in 04 and then went
Yep.
back to 1,500 in 05.
How many seasons did he have under 1,000 yards?
That's what I was figuring out right now. He only had 3 seasons under
Pull up the
1,000
whole
yards.
league. Every single team had a 1,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
It was no big deal.
Every
Different day.
team. We're talking about this one person.
Every team did
Yeah, every
not
team
have
had
a
one.
1,000-yard
Well,
rusher.
who had a better fit at the post-game interview? That's what we're
the
talking
real
about here.
question here.
No one.
Post.
Nobody.
Yeah. Now, I know you're a big Nick Bosa guy.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Me. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, he wasn't
Whoa.
shooting that this way. Like,
Hey, on this program and in real life, I think everyone knows that's not true.
yeah.
He's making post-game fits great again.
Nah. They should have fined him way more, by the way, but we're not gonna
What did he get fined?
11 grand, bro.
That's
Almost
way
12
less than
grand.
what Colin
For-
Kaepernick got.
Yeah.
Back in a winter.
Way less than Colin Kaepernick. Like he should have got a couple of games out of it. Maybe the rest of the season, I'm thinking.
What if he got a cabinet position?
Oh God. We're really going under there. Like,
He's Dr. Oz's assistant for Health and Human Services.
I was
Dr. Oz from the radio?
You didn't see this one?
Are you screwing with me?
Dr. Oz is the head of Health and Human Services.
Dr. Oz from Loveline
Yeah.
with Adam Carolla?
He gets the purse strings for Medicare and Medicaid.
God damn it. It's 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Two Men On. We are wrapping it up here at the YMCA. There's Lady Lobo basketball after us. Isaiah, did I do that correctly? There's Lady Lobo basketball after us?
Yes, correct.
Cool. And then there's no Lobo talk because there's a bye week.
Correct.
What they play tomorrow?
Dang.
No, football.
Yeah, they need the bye week.
They had a big win over the weekend.
Yeah, they just put in some work. That's exactly what I was gonna say. They need the time off. They put in some real work, bro. I'm actually really impressed of what they did this weekend.
I'll look for flight to Hawaii.
Heck of a homestand for the Lady Lobos.
They at the pit tonight?
5 in a row at home.
Who are they playing?
SC State, South Carolina State tonight.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, Gonzaga comes to town, then UC Irvine, then North Texas, then the big rivalry game. This is a fun one. New Mexico State at New Mexico, December 6th. Turn right around the next day, drive down December 8th. Lobos at Aggies. Lady Lobos at Lady Aggies.
All right. What time? When is that football game in Hawaii? It's got to be all right.
Like 8 in the morning.
But the round trip's not bad. We should do this.
Let's go to Hawaii.
You know, the part about Hawaii, the flights aren't never terrible. It's everything else that you got to pay for when you're there.
Where do they play football there? I thought their football stadium was condemned.
Yeah, they just play like a public park.
No.
Yeah, it's
they came up. They played out of
no, it's 2-hand touch at a public park.
It's 2-hand touch. I thought it was fly.
No. The Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex. You're right. This thing's a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks, dude.
Yeah, it sucks for them. Or Tommy Chang.
What happened to the last one? They like burned down or something? Volcano?
Aloha Stadium?
Yeah.
I just like
they just gave
fell
up
into,
on it.
fell into the ocean.
Like,
I mean, maybe this is the Division II talking, but the stadium doesn't look that bad to me. I'm looking at it like that's a good looking stadium. It's got nice scenery around.
Would you play ball last day?
Huh?
Would you play ball a lot?
I was at Highlands, Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Definitely didn't have a Clarence T. C complex.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fields that's better than Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
Even at the D3 NAIA level.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Johnson Field.
The best thing about New Mexico Highlands University football games is the TV timeout and commercial break entertainment. Just
like when you were there doing it?
When I was hosting it, like it was just top shelf. Could not be beat.
I could imagine that.
All right, I'm looking at this thing. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was worse than what it is.
Jacques, I had an idea one time to give away prizes. We played a game called What's in the Box? So on a TV timeout, I'd get volunteers for free stuff, and we'd blindfold them, and they would just stick their hand into a box and guess what's in the box. And one time I got like a bunch of gummy worms wet and put them in the microwave. And then some student just like dipped their hand in there and tried to guess what it was and just screamed bloody murder and ran away from me.
Oh my God.
And had to wait like 5 minutes to get her gift card because she thought she had her hand in a box full of brains.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, that happened.
We should host something like that at the Y.
How long between the time that you thought it was brains and told that it was gummy worms would you lick your fingers?
At least sniff them, right?
Like you would, because you'd have sticky fingers.
Another time I did it with
If
ramen
it was
noodles.
brains, I would have been okay with that.
If it was brains?
Yeah, I'm like.
Is this vampire talk?
This is
talk.
Haitian stuff right here.
This is vampire talk.
This is Tony family coming straight from Haitian stuff.
No, that's the Celestin family.
And also, a lot of places that have like the guess what's in the box thing, they use the same boxes. You don't want to lick your fingers because everybody else is grabbed on that.
Besides, I'm preparing for the next COVID.
It's so stupid.
I'm trying to get my immune system up.
It's like cooking the rice in one of those physical therapy places.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
We didn't talk about it yesterday because it was a full day, and we didn't talk about it Monday because of football. But ESPN's Inside the NBA crew is excited to be there after they all claimed they were going to go down with the ship. And then these cowards jumped on the lifeboat that was Disney. And now, including Ernie, which is a big surprise to me because he's been with TNT forever.
Yeah.
So basketball stays together with ESPN and ABC.
Congratulations, boys. You got that mouse money now.
Did they
Big
trick
Mouse
us?
in the house getting paid.
Did they trick us? You guys would be the ones to ask.
Was
Did
it a
they-
work?
Yes,
Did
it
we
was
get
negotiation tactics, Zay.
Hey, it's better than Netflix. Netflix, they would just be buffering in the first
You know
quarter.
the kind of casino tabs that Charles Barkley has around the country? He can't quit working.
Yeah, Netflix on Christmas is gonna look like Madden 2003.
Oh, I'll still
crazy.
owe the Taj Mahal $117,000.
I had the money, but I left it in San Antonio.
A casino shut down in 1984, man.
Donald.
Well, Donnie, now that you're
When did
president,
Charles come here?
now that you're El Presidente, man, can you wipe up that debt?
If you ask for Charles Barkley loan forgiveness before I get my student loan forgiven, I'm going to lose it. Linda McMahon is the head of education.
That's so wild.
Vince McMahon's estranged wife is the head of education.
She can't even control.
And that's like her second job. No, it's her third job with Trump.
Yeah.
So she was part of the transition team.
Yeah, and she was over like
she like transportation.
Housing. She was over housing.
Housing? Was it housing
Yeah.
last time? Oh.
Education.
Education.
And you know what's the craziest thing is? She's the most qualified one in the whole cabinet.
Because she's done something
Yeah.
before.
Yes.
In the 80s,
She read a
100%.
book before. That's what it was.
That's one more than me. In the 80s, she convinced, this is real, her and her husband convinced the state of New Mexico that pro wrestling was real and that it needed to be governed like combat sports. That is a real thing.
What year again?
1988.
It was still real.
Hurt
Then.
told to grab my neck
I
in
was gonna
1988.
say,
Yeah.
Up until it switched to E for everyone.
No.
Or what was it? Mid 13, the PG-13 it switched to.
No.
It was close enough. It was close enough. That was what 2000 and Fred, you know what? 2000.
Nah, you got to look it up when they started hugging in the middle of the jump off in the middle of the ring.
The jump off at Madison Square Garden. You're
Okay.
talking about whenever Kevin Nash and Scott Hall left for WCW.
Yes.
The curtain call.
Yeah, and they were all hugging and being friends, and they were supposed to be like evil to each other all the time. And like then they started being like, "Oh, my best friends. We actually partied together with CD Lamb and everybody else." So yeah, that's when we knew wrestling was just like
Jacques, those are good final words. Isaiah
That's-
back at the station.
That's when Jock figured it out.
Come on home. Come on home, Belichick. Come on home.
Van.
Oh my goodness, what a day at the Y, the best place in town. You need to be a membership. And check out the opening drive tomorrow morning with Jeff and JJ.
The Sports Animal Audible is Connect.
Connect.
Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
See you tomorrow, Burke.